Patna, Bihar, and Mr. Jayaganesan, Cluster Head, rest of Tamil Nadu of RBL Bank. And we three will be celebrating today the International Day of Banks as stated. Welcome you, Aishwarya, for this program. It's our pleasure to welcome you here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So let me start my deliberations with you. Good morning to all of you, and good morning to all faculty members and other guests joining for this program. Indeed, pleasure for IIBF to engage us with your students to deliberate on International Day of Banks today. And that is empowering sustainable development through finance. Let me, to your students engaging for this program, that let us look from the macro angle. When we talk about sustainable development and sustainable finance, especially for this theme, that is International Day of Banks, just to get away from what it is for retail banking in India or international banking, look from the angle of the multi-development banks, how they fund or finance, and what is their contribution in economic development of the countries, especially the sustainable development through finance. So the theme focuses on the role of financial institutions in supporting the United Nations 2030 agenda for sustainable development. We all know that UNCTAD has this sustainable development goals, which are 17 in number, started in 2030 to be achieved, these sustainable goals. And UNCTAD has estimated to achieve these goals by 2030. The funding requirement is around 3.9 trillion, which is a huge amount is required by the various nations to achieve this. And how this can be achieved is through multi-development banks or other investment banks or national banks. You know, the current availability is only starting at only $1. What is required to achieve this? Now, in terms of sustainable development, if we look at, there are 17 in numbers which the United Nations has decided, and banking and financial institutions, they all contribute in almost all 17. And some of the important goals which are like decent work and economic growth and good health and well-being, gender equality, responsible consumption, and reduced inequality, partnership for delivery of goals, then business innovations. And lastly, is very important is climate action, SDG 13. I'll tell you about something on climate action later. But now coming back to the theme and the International Day of Banking, historically, if you look at banks and financial institutions were deemed instrumental in funding major structures, energy efficient solutions, and social services. The idea is to bridge financial gaps of required for achieving sustainable development goals. As I told you that starting as $2.5 trillion is the gap as of now to achieve these goals by the development means countries. Now, coming back to the point which I would like to lay emphasis on, what is sustainable finance? Basically, sustainability, as I said, that positive impact, any financial instrument which makes a positive impact on the environment and society. So the instruments which are created to seek, mobilize financing and minimize risk. So sustainable finance also includes good governance, policies, regulations that create the enabling system in which resources are driven towards environment, social priorities. Now, World Bank in 2008 has come up with a green finance. A lot of talk about ESG, environment, sustainability, and green financing. So, first labeled green bond was issued in 2008, which laid the process for issuing various green bonds. And today is the market of around $4.7 trillion. So the financial institutions or the governments, they approach through these instruments, sustainable instruments, which are largely focused for funding the projects which are green, or similarly like green bonds or blue bonds. Green bonds are mainly focused on the funding projects and activities that have positive impact on the environment and society. Blue man bonds are mainly for the ocean related impact or the saving biodiversity. So the focus is on, like I said, that climate action is one of the important points, which has we have also seen this year in India that a lot of climate changes happening, and the entire weather system is changed, so impacting not only economy but also the sustenance of the living being biodiversity. Now, in Paris agreement is very important, which has laid down framework where it was advises to contain the rise in temperature below 2 degrees Celsius and preferably 1.5 degrees Celsius in relation to the pre-industrial level of temperatures by turn of century. Huge means challenge for the countries to achieve this aspect. It requires a lot of money for countries, and recently we have seen that uh, countries are not able to receive the funds. It's only 300 million, where requirement is huge. So all countries have their nationally development contributions, goals, which they need to achieve for this. And now what India has done in this regard is that they have raised $2 billion equivalent from capital markets of environment for environmentally sustainable projects in 2023 in order to achieve our nationally determined contributions. So these capitals where, of course, the World Bank also helps us to achieve this. How World Bank is helping other countries, so by way of coming with innovative financial instruments. And when we talk about innovation, it comes with risk, it comes with cost, which banks have to sustain and manage it because of the regulatory, and also it requires regulatory framework. So in India now, currently we see that Reserve Bank of India has issued certain guidelines on climate action, climate-related sustainable finance, as also SEBI has issued guidelines for the reporting purposes. Now, what are the challenges? If we look at the huge challenge which we foresee is the funding requirement, because weak economies or emerging developing countries, huge amount of money required to achieve these goals, whether it is poverty or inequality or climate action or clean water or clean energy, whatever is areas, because of the poverty and huge amount is required. So innovative banking is another way I told you that is required, because once you issue innovative instruments, capital instruments, or money market instruments to raise funds, it comes with cost as well as risk. Another important thing is that financial inclusion is very, very important for countries. India has done a very good thing in this regard, but lot of things are required to be done. India has done very good in terms of the NDCs for that is clean energy, that is through solar power energy. But another important aspect is that the skills and awareness. We find that huge gap as far as the skill in respect of SDGs or ESG or climate action, which needs to be, we need huge manpower which understand not only manpower but also industry to understand and implement this. So, in today's volatile global economy and resilient financial systems, there is a necessity for having a resilient financial system and necessity to have an international cooperation to tackle this global financial imbalance and promote inclusive growth and debt sustainability. So all these national and multinational development banks, they are instrumental in financing that commercial banks were, that is because the amount of funding is huge and target group is different. So, as I said, financial inclusion as well as awareness is very important. Now, how IIBF is contributing in this regard, I'll just briefly tell you that World Bank has a body called International Finance Corporation, and this, as I have told you, that World Bank is trying to helping countries by way of giving them the assistance for climate action or achieving sustainable development goals by raising finances through public as well as private sector. Similarly, IFC, in order to bridge the gap, skill gap, and creating awareness, has launched a course on climate action and sustainable finance for everyone. It's a very two-level course. One is foundation course, another advanced level. Where and it's very important is that it's very easy to get through, and it is self-paced e-learning, and anybody can take it. And as far as pricing is very, very low as comparison to all other international institutions are in. So I suggest to the students when they are now on to celebrating International Day for banks to develop their skills as well as their awareness about the sustainability as well as sustainable finance and sustainable development goals, and try helping countries or country in your way in conserving energy or whatever way you can to sustain, to ensure sustainability. So I'm again thankful to all and my best wishes for this International Banking Day. And I wish you all success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, Ravi sir, and Aishwarya ma'am for being with us on this special day. And we are also happy to share that in RLIMS, we started nurturing the students about sustainability, and we have incorporated the UN SDG in the curriculum itself from the year 2020. And in this the academic year, we have introduced the IIBF and joint certification, that is climate risk and sustainable finance. So our students will be taking up both the foundation as well as the advanced course in the upcoming semester. We thank you very much for your kind support.
Really great that your institution is working on those lines, and it will definitely help students to come up. And you will definitely have a first mover advantage in this area, because when we see from here across the banking industry, because we are linked to almost everyone, all the banks, and we find a huge requirement in this area. So my best wishes to all of you, all the students and faculty members. Thank you very much for inviting us.
Thank you, sir. So now with us, we have our alumnus of RLIMS 2004 batch, Mr. Jayaganesan, who is the cluster head of RBL Bank. With 17 years of experience in retail banking, we invite Mr. Jayaganesan sir to share a few words.
Jayaganesh, please switch on the video. That will be very ideal.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Jayaganesh, you can briefly introduce yourself because we have executives from IIBF Mumbai. So briefly introduce yourself to the students as well as to the IIBF. That will be very ideal.
Yes, yes, sir. Hi, good morning, all. This is Jayaganesh. I was part of 2002 2004 batch from RLMS. I got selected through ICICI Bank campus. I've gone to HDFC for 11 years, ICICI 7 years. Currently, RBL Bank, heading rest of Tamil Nadu as a cluster head. I'm really happy. Thank you, everyone. Subbu sir, inviting me to gathering for this meeting, arranging such meetings. And just after Sir told today it is an International Day Bank Seller. Just I want to making something 2-3 minutes, taking care of your time. That is really I'm okay with this. I'm happy with that. So everyone knows banking. It's a simple concept of accepting deposits and lending. Just I'm going to just tell about the profitability. Every institutions you take any institutions, any companies, they'll more cautious about the profitability part. Normally, all the banks, even I'm talking about the private sector banks, they allow 18 months time to make that branch profitable. Okay, it is a nominal time. So how these thing it will branches or it will go to profit arena. So bank, you hope everyone knows RBI is having excellent strength in India. So controlling all the banks. So that banks have different policies, different products like financial products like savings, credit cards, debit cards, loans, everything. How attracting these customers attracted by the products, by all the retail customers. So we need to make it up such financial products in our bank to attract customers, to make them financially healthier person in this society. That is the reason that we talked about today. So since I'm taking care of retail branch banking, just I give the gist of this retail branch banking. So it is a common. So accepting normal cash deposit, withdrawal, DD, all the transactions, it's come to retail branch banking. So we have other departments in the same bank, other departments like audit, they'll be there, retail forex, loan departments, cards, everybody will be there in this banking system. So we can also give, we will give excellent products which we have to the all other clients who will really require to opt such products. So such products will give the big yield to the branch. So that turnaround time of 18 months that is required. Even some branches they'll go for better yield. So they'll make that branch profitable. Okay. So just a minute. Yeah. So RLMS, I chose this course of marketing. Then that our campus made me to choose my life like it's a banking sector. So I want to give one more tips or suggestion before choosing any sector, not only in banking. Guys, please twice or thrice, please think and please get it done. Once you are involving or if you are going back and taking time, don't waste your time. My request. Because my colleagues have joined, but I have taken some effort, some stickiness, learning that taken some time. Now it is heading my rest of Tamil Nadu. I am really proud. I am a alumni of RLMS. Reason just I chose this. What is this course in the college? So our Subbu sir, GS, everybody made that. Like this guest lecture, I have seen so many guest lectures during my college days, but I never expected I'll be addressing such things. So I'm also from Madurai. Reason just a theoretical part. When if you are coming to the reality part, that is going to be different. But the experience that matters. Ennoda join Manadar, Now it is maybe a short time he has taken decision. Within 1.5 years, he has skipped some other bank panare, anger quit anare. My sincere request in the banking material, any industry, I request please just go through full-fledged, study panni, then you learn, then you will be expertise. So almost I have recruited 150 people in my bank. I'm really happy. Okay, so for example, if you take college students, what is the opportunity for the banking? Already Indian Institute, they have explained very properly. They have explained. From my side, I'm telling you, even you will be placed at the branch manager level, maybe deputy manager level. In this part, we can also get a huge incentive part. We have everything structured. Even quarterly, we can earn like just I'm telling you, 5 lakhs quarterly. You can earn as a incentives. These things, how it will make now? We need to take care of our customer. If you suggest any product, maybe it may be a loan, it may be investment products. If customer is very happy, that's it. I have customer list still 20 years back, almost I have completed 20 years. Still, I have some customers. Even I have serviced 20 years back. Still, they are contacting me. I'll also contact them. That is the customer relationship. So, from my point, so we have for all the college students who are willing to come join to banking, excellent, enormous opportunities there. So, before that, please think and join. You can rock like anything. Okay, one more thing, future banking. So bank has to adopt themselves through technology oriented. Now you know everything comes through online. Account opening, whatever it may be, even loan, it already started giving loans through online. You can open deposit, whatever it may be, it has gone to online. So banks who are taking them yearly bad, they'll be rocking. They'll be top. The reason actually I quit HDFC after 11 years. Just I want to join one more bank. Just I want to add myself. I can give some more from my side. Not I have joined this RBL bank. So during my out of 17 branches, while I taken 2-3 branches only profitable. Now 10 branches was profitable. So why I'm telling this? This even RBL, it is a technology oriented bank. It is a fantastic we have. So future banking, it is going to be a AI oriented, technology oriented. So huge opportunities there for everyone who is joining this here. Okay, so that's it. I'm concluding this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving us an insight to the banking sector. Thank you. And now with us, we have Mr. Santhosh Kumar Singh, our prestigious alumnus of 2003-5 batch, who was just promoted as the Vice President of HDFC Bank within 12 years, was just taken on the position from December 1st, 2024. With these few words, we welcome you, sir, to share.
Thank you.
Words.
Yeah, thank you everybody, and good morning to all. It's my pleasure to be, the part of this session. In fact, I would introduce myself first. Myself, Santhosh Kumar. I basically hail from Bihar, the place called Patna. Okay, though I studied from RLIMS is the proud, place for me, and I am from 2003-2005 batch. I passed out in 2005 and got placement into the ICICI Bank as a junior officer. Almost 20 years I have completed, of my service throughout the banking industry. Be it ICICI Bank, starting with junior officer, then to HSBC Bank, Chennai, and then with HDFC Bank for the last 12 years, and holding the position of, circle head as a vice president, and taking care of sustainable livelihood initiative division, which is called financial inclusion in the the banking industry part. So in this division for the last almost 9 years, I have seen the ample of growth. Even the market has grown up like anything, especially the downtrodden and at the bottom of the pyramid customer which we serve. Now banking has gone into the deep. Banking is into the urban market rather than the all banks, whether it is a private sector bank or the the public sector bank. All they are going into the deep geographies. Why? Because there is a focus from the government, and everybody wants that the virgin market that to be captured. So we have gone deep, and more we are going deep, more penetration is there for the bank, more profit is there, more revenue is there. As my friend was telling, the bank works on profit and revenues. Yes, absolutely right. We earn profit, we give revenue to the bank, and bank, in turn awards all of us, all employees. So the current scenario in banking, it requires three, four things for the students. Since these students are there of current batch, I would just say three, four things. Banking is all about on the job learning. You get into the bank, okay, and you should have a positive intent. The very first thing that is required in the current scenario is positive intent. Why I'm getting into the bank? Do I have a goal? Do I have an objective? If that goal and objective is set in your mindset, then probably this is the right path for you and you can grow like anything. So bank looks for a person having a positive intent. You should have a passion also. Whatever the assignment is given to you by your supervisors, by your seniors, you should work with zeal. You should finish your work with passion, so that you are in the eyes of the seniors, and the growth and the next level is very much given to you on due courses. Third thing, skill set. Please understand, skill set. In fact, I was hearing professors from II, Indian Institute of Management. In fact, I was for the last 10 years, the manpower and the resources which we are hiring or even people are joining, they are missing that skill set. Banking is all about not just meeting customer. You should have a skill set to meet customer and to deliver the objective what you have gone from the bank side. So that skill set you need to develop, and that development you should start from the academic days only. Then only you will get into the corporate, and corporate will also understand you, you will also understand corporate vis-a-vis, and then you can grow further. Okay, so you should be the right manpower for the organization, so that you can adopt things. Adaptability is very important. You see, banking is not in one place. Today you are in one place, probably you will be asked to handle some other location, or handle other vertical. So you should adapt things very well. For me, I'm just giving you an example. I started my career into the operation. I was handling the RA Ops Chennai. I was the part of that RA Ops Chennai. I should not say I was the part of of the member of RA Ops Chennai. Then I moved into the retail branch banking in HSBC. And from there, I came back to SDFC into the retail, and then to wholesale banking, where the business banking and all, the emerging corporate lending, it happens. I was the part of that also. And then to, the financial inclusion. It's a complete change for me. So you should adapt things. You adapt and you grow, so that you become a perfect banker. Wherever you are, you should have a proper knowledge. Okay, and when you are a banker, your endeavor should be to reach or to make your team member, because since you have grown up, you have a good team size, you have people under you. So you should make your people to understand. You have to reach first to the customer. Today's scenario, please understand, you have a business, you have a customer, everything. When you have attitude of reaching to the customer first, so when you reach on the customer first, probably you will be the winner. If you delay, you might lose also. So you should have that approach, the reaching to the customer first. Okay, so these are the skill set, and I'll tell you, banking is it's all about a very vast industry for the students. In fact, they must be reading everything on daily newspaper or the magazines. Once you get into the banking, your opportunities are immense. And I'm sure with the RLIMS having such a vast courses coming in there, the curriculum, all the students, I wish all of them, their best wishes for their future. In fact, for the past few years, I've been seeing the kind of development, the kind of, the placements are happening into the banking, especially into the banking. That really, gives me happiness like anything, because I am the part of that organization. I mean, the institution, and I feel really proud saying, I am the part of RL Institute of Management Study in Madurai, and I thank to all my gurus who have set me up, academically and making me to reach this height. Thanking you. Thanks once again.
So thank you, Santhosh. Many congratulations to you on getting promoted as vice president.
Thank
I
you,
trust,
sir.
as one of your teachers, I feel very proud about my ward becoming vice president of a bank. So kudos to you, Santhosh. Grow more. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So
Right, sir. I'm out of now.
pleasure is
Thanks.
ours, Santhosh.
Thank you, sir. Thanks. Bye.
So I take this opportunity to thank the Indian Institute of Banking Finance officials, Ravi sir, the corporate development officer, and Aishwarya ma'am, corporate development executive, for sharing the great insight into the sustainability. We assure that our students will be taking up the certifications exam with IIBF in the area of climate risk and sustainable finance. I also thank our alumni, Mr. Santhosh Kumar Singh and Mr. Jayaganesan, for their active support. And I thank all the students participants for their active participation. I thank our director, Dr. M. Subramanian sir, who has been instrumental for organizing this program. Thank you, one and all. Once again.
Sir, thank you, IIBF. Hats off to you.
Thank you, sir.
Because in short notice, thank you, Aishwarya. Kudos to you for arranging such a wonderful session. We never thought we'll be getting you both on the screen to interact with our students. Thank you all. Without your support, we might not touch at this height. Thank you, IIBF. Is a royal salute from our side for you. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much, and indeed pleasure for joining the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.